All right, guys, give me a thumbs up in the Killer Whales. Give me a thumbs up in the Killer Whales chat or the Spy Only Options room. Let's go over there. Give me a thumbs up in the Spy Only Options room if you can hear me, guys. And if you can see the screen. Thumbs up in the Spy Only Options room if you can hear me. And if you can see. All right, great. This is going to be just a 10-minute training. Today, the day will end 6 of 9 for me. 6 of 9, 1 break even, 2 losses. 1 break even, 2 losses, 6 wins. We're going to talk about one of the losses now because it was a 15% loss. And I typically don't take those, but it can happen. And we're going to talk about it now. We're not just going to talk about our winners. Excuse me, I'm just plugging my phone in. We're not just going to talk about the winners. We're going to talk about the losers, and we're going to talk about that for everyone. All right, so that you guys can understand. In 10 minutes or less, we're going to talk about it. All right. Hit our PT. All right. Here's the trade right here. Here's the trade. All right. The trade is this. The trade, the call out was made right around, let me see if I can find it in Discord here. The call out was made, let's see here. I think it was 12. This was one other. Let's just see here. Oh, let's go to the main Discord here. 2, just checking right here. Call out was made right here. All right, let's get it. Let's make sure we keep me on task here, guys. Inputs will trail. Risk to reward 39239. That's the call out. Right? It's going to put us about here, right there. Right there. All right. So the expectation was, and I snapped some trend lines up there so you guys can see, the expectation was that after this chop, we would break down to 38926. This is the original PT right here, all right? Our runners are still in place from this position right here, right? All of that. This move here was the expected move for this area, okay? This move right here was the expected move. What told me to get into this trade? A number of things. If you've been in training, then you know what we're looking at. All right. You know, market sentiment is number 1. Okay. Number 2, price action, low, low, rejection. This area here, right off the bat, I already know that this area right here is an area where there's some liquidity sitting and it's on the sell side. Right, just looking at the volume there. Okay, just looking at the volume there. All right, so just making sure everybody has joined. All right, good. Everybody's joined. This is for everyone. This is for everyone. All right. This training is how to turn a losing trade into a winner. All right. The call out was made as stated before. 240 around this area right here. The expectation was that we reject off of here, very aggressive action, and we get the follow through. 9 times out of 10, this is an excellent move. Still a good trade, except we do not get the break, and the trade starts to trickle up and move to the upside. Now, here's what's interesting. Doesn't this behavior right here look very similar to this behavior here? And this was not trusted either. We knew this wouldn't last. I set the same call out here. We had to sit through a little retracement. Boom, boom, get the major move. So essentially, it's the same trade. Why? Because I understand 2 things that's driving the market: volume and market sentiment. And you tell me the day before OPEX, what is market sentiment, right? What is it? Okay. So market sentiment is what develops and drives the trend, right? And so this is not a training on market sentiment. You want to learn what market sentiment is, I'll put the link in the description of this video. You can click the video, trading with market sentiment versus trading with the trend. But it was clear, this is the call out. The risk to reward was here and here, meaning I was willing to wait till we get here and here. Now, by the time we get up here, this is a 15% negative, right? This is not a 0 DTE. This is a 15% negative. So remember that, or 1 DTE, what have you. So I've got some room to breathe. That's key, right? I got some room to breathe. I look around the market, my market indicators, everything telling me we're weak here and we would come down. Everything's telling me here, you just want to play this move here, right? We don't get the move. I suffer a 15% loss. It happens, right? But it's important that we talk about the losses. Now, how do you turn this loser into a winner? I'm going to critique myself right now. These notes are live, right? And I'm going to tell you what's going in my journal and how I could have done better in this trade, right? I'm going to tell you right now, all right? What I should have done, or could have done, should I say, is I could have, after we broke past 3239, stuck to my stop loss in this area here. Once I saw some strength coming in, even if I didn't believe it would last, even if I didn't believe the strength would continue to, up to our monthly level up here at 39442, I still should have stuck to my stop loss. So it happens to everybody. It happens to everybody, all right? It happens to everybody, where you have a thesis and you're thinking, maybe if I give it a little bit more breathing room, and that extra breathing room cost me an extra 5% in the red on that trade. All right, so here's what I did. I still believe in the move. I'm simply waiting on my confirmation, and I get my confirmation right there, right there. Now, if you want to know what this kind of behavior is, I did a video yesterday. We did some training yesterday live, right? We do these kinds of live trainings periodically during market hours. The market hasn't ended yet, but we have hit our PT here. During market hours, we did a training yesterday, and it was about a one candle reversal, like how to trade a one candle reversal, scalp it, make some big profits. So I'll put the link in this video as well and down below. All right. But we got the indication that now we would get a strong reversal. I'm watching volume. I'm looking at price action. I'm trading with market sentiment. So I exit the trade. Now, let me just bring this up so you guys can see. All right. And I exit the trade. I'm out. And instead of pouting and saying, oh, this doesn't work, it doesn't work, back in, we'll trail. This time I'm jumping over to SPX 3925 and let it go. Now, as you can see here, before I finished it, I locked in profits at 45% on the second trade, right? Because I believed in the trade. I understand it's just, it's just that I didn't get the expected move, volume, something was off, and you just adjust. So that call out was made right here, 312 in this area. As soon as I get the confirmation that we're breaking down, I come in and ride this trade all the way down to our PT, scaling out here at 45 and an SPX, some SPX contracts, and heavier position, right? More aggressive move, shorter dated, because at this point I have surety. I have the confirmation, hard rejection, follow through, surety. I'm going to get my level to level move. And so it's very important for me to get this trade at the level. Let me go back here. Make sure you guys keeping me honest here, right? Call out was made back in. You can see the time, 3:10, right? Takes me about a minute to type these up. So I'm in this trade, right? Obviously, before I type it up, I'm in this trade right above my PT, my exit area here. So I'm judging, what the overall market is doing based on the sentiment. And I'm not saying this is a failed move. I'm just saying, hey, maybe I'm early. Maybe there's some low volume chop that I get caught in. Look at the volume down here. This is not a lot of volume. This is not a lot of, in fact, this volume is, similar to what we've been seeing, and today has been a low volume day, right? So this is how you turn a losing trade into a winner. You cut your loss, stick to your stop loss area. After that candle breaks it and I've got some follow through, this whole shaded area is the stop loss area, but it's also a low volume area where I felt like market participation was heavy on the seller side, for sure, right? Well, once you get the confirmation, you have to keep your wits about you, get back into the trade and try to get a higher entry. You don't have to get hyper aggressive with it. It can be the same position size, right? You should be using the DAC, but in this example, this trade ended up 45%. So now we take away the 15% that I took a loss on this trade, and now I'm still at 30%. Beautiful, beautiful day. Massive wins. 6 of 9. 1 is a break even, 2 losses. So we could say 6 of 8, right? 1 break even, no loss, and 2 losses today. So I'll take some questions on that, but this is the move, right? Yep, this is the move, and you guys know, those in the killer whales, I've discussed hedging strategies or how to still come out of the day green. This is one way. Primarily, you got to keep your wits about you. You can't give up, and you also can't overextend yourself. Too much risk. Otherwise, you'll never be able to recover. You'll never be able to recover. The day is green. The loss did not make the day red. I simply don't like to take the loss, especially when I believe, based on market sentiment and everything I'm watching, I believe we are going to see some downside, right? So it's not a matter of bias. It's a matter of you are looking for when that downside and follow through and confirmation. Well, we just did not. This is a strong candle, but then the volume is so low. So that's on me. That's on me, right? This happens where you miss 2 things here. And so what do? Use the DAC, divide and conquer account management strategy. It protects you from you. So the reality is this move won't cost me because I protected myself. But when I get the short of the confirmation, you load the boat and take it all the way. All right. I'll take 1 or 2 questions now. I'll take 1 or 2 questions. You can put them in the SPY only options room. You can put them in the SPY only options. I see some folks typing. Excellent day, right? Monster wins. You guys, I saw a lot of you guys bank as well, right? So I'll take a question there. I see you guys typing, so don't write me a novel, please. Okay. All right, so let me see if I got this correct here, and I'm going to put this here for all to see. Stu says, how do I trade against my thesis? I saw the play at 1048. I saw the setup with the indicator, but couldn't take the trade due to trading against my thesis and wanting to protect profits. Any advice? If you're a new trader, I would say there are times your thesis changes and the trade changes and it breaks down and something is different. Okay, I'm going to say that, right? So a thesis is not a bias, right? So, in the Discord here, let's just go over some videos. Everyone that's new, if you're not in tier 3, all right? If you're not in tier 3, let me explain something to you. Tier 3, here it is, whales. Tier 3, killer whales voice. I am live in this channel with these folks the better part of the day, top side of the day for sure, and then toward the backside when the volume picks up, all right? Every day. I'm committed between 8:50 and 12-ish, but oftentimes I stay on longer. So these folks, all these folks here, they get this coaching and training and they get the live call outs. Then in this channel here, I have to type those call outs and you get a few. You do not get all of them. You get a few, right? Because these are tire kickers. Everyone in here, they want to just test out the Discord, make sure I'm legit. And I get it. There's no problem. There's no obligation. This Discord has happened organically. Don't worry about it, okay? Number 1, I'm telling you where the live action is, right? And it's always going to be that way, okay? So I'm going to show you something for everyone who's in the SPY only options room. Go over to video trainings. Spend some time. I don't post a lot, but spend some time watching these videos. This is one you need to watch. How to spot a reversal versus a retracement. You got to spot it. How to read price action in choppy bear markets. You got to watch it. This is critical. Stop losses and gap fills. How we use them. That's crazy nice. How to trade with market sentiment versus the trend. This is critical. This is critical for you guys. You got to watch that, right? Of course, the 4 reasons why you should only day trade SPY. How to scalp single candle reversals. That's the training we did yesterday. Go watch that video. But Stu, this is what I want you to watch right here. I want you to watch this video right here. Develop a trade thesis versus a trade bias. All right. Thesis adjusts. Bias will tie you down, right? It'll make you feel like, oh, I gotta be right. I gotta be right. I gotta be right. Okay. So let me just take a look at what you're saying here. All right. Now you said, what time was that? 10:18, 10:48. All right, no problem. Let's go to 10:48 here. Let's disappear this volume here. All right. 10:48. All right. 10:48 right there. And you felt like we were going to get the breakdown even further. Right. Okay. You got chopped up. Now, what was your thesis? Were you looking to go to the upside? You know, I need to bring the volume back for this one because we need to see if we have market participation. And we do. We got a little bit there. We got a little bit there. Right? Stu is asking. Stu says, how do I trade against my thesis? I'll put it up here again. We're answering Stu's question. How do I trade against my thesis? I wouldn't suggest that you do. All right, so you wanted calls. Okay. I saw the play. You saw the setup. Everything told you to take it, but you didn't want to take it. I'm going to tell you, you just didn't feel warm and fuzzy. And looking at this price action, I mean, let's be honest here. Let's be honest. This price action right here isn't something that's, you know, desirable, right? You do have lower than normal volume right here. So I think you did the right thing. I think you just waited. I think you just wait, right? And I would never tell you to trade against your thesis. I would tell you to have a bull and bear thesis, right? Why are you trading against your thesis? Just have a bull and bear thesis, right? And what does that mean? It means, okay, look, if I break out here or do this, this, and this, and I see this in the market, I'm taking calls. You got your calls queued up. If I see this, this, and this trade breaks down here, and I see catalyst, I take puts. That's how it works. That's how it works. All right. T-Bird, let's bring up T-Bird's question here. Let's move through these. Why did you go to SPX instead of staying in SPY? Cost of the contract, movement, and spread. The spread on SPY, 30, 40 cent, what have you, I can get less contracts, more size, right? And they're movers, right? So I don't have to worry about grabbing a couple hundred SPY contracts. I can just grab 50 SPX contracts, 20, whatever, load up. And the spread is so nice, I don't have to have a large movement to, one, make my money back, and two, get into significant profit. And then once I roll on, it keeps moving even more. You know, this was some of this was a load the boat position, one of those heavier positions. So when I'm loading, I like less contracts, and I like to go over to SPX personally. That's just me. That's where the big boys play. I'm in that pool. It suits me well. Oftentimes, you guys know I'll run simultaneous plays. I'm in an SPX and I'm in a SPY trade, right? I like the movement of SPX. I like the spreads, right? I like to get in and out, and then I like the scalability of SPY. Excellent questions. We just discussed how to turn a losing trade into a winner. Let's recap. 1, stick to your stop loss. Cut that thing. Just cut it. 2, if the market is still moving in harmony with your thesis, look for a better entry, and then you can size up and manage your position. You're looking for confirmation. When you get the market confirmation, size up to your next profit target. You'll come out green. But trade with the market, no revenge trading, okay? You want to learn all the little tricks that we have. There's a couple of things you need to do. I'll remind you here. Come into the Discord, all right? Verify yourself. Just read the testimonials. Do the video trainings and hang out in the SPY only options room. When you're ready, you can come over to the Killer Whales. How do you get there? You go over to this tab right here and you sign up for Tier 3 access. All right. Other than that, you're more than welcome to stay here. I'll tell everyone this. Here's the trainings. This is the training. All right. You cannot skip training. It doesn't matter what you think you know. In this Discord, you cannot skip training. If you sign up for training 2 and 3, I will pause you. I will just say, we'll hold your spot, and then we'll push you to 0 and wait till you take that. And then when you get to 2 and 3, it's already covered. But you have to move down the stack. You can take them separately, 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, or you can take them combined, 0 and 1, 2 and 3. Our more advanced traders, those who move faster, they take them together. After all of the trainings, you can take swing training, 85 to 92% on that. And then if you need help throughout the trainings and you want to get on my calendar, You can do one-on-one. 1 hour, we only focus on you. It's just you and I. We crush whatever you want. You got me for an hour, any topic. We go over it and we break it down, okay? That's how the training works. Do you have to take training before you get inside the killer whales? The answer is no. You don't have to take training. However, in the Killer Whales channel, let me just click it here. There's a lot of folks in here who are looking to be more advanced traders. So our feed will not be cluttered mostly with beginners questions and things like that. You can put that in general. You can put it in SPY only. You can put it in help please, right? This channel here, right? But we encourage questions. We discourage Googleable, simple questions that can be answered in the training. And so if you ask me, I will push you to the training. It is for your benefit. It will help you. And if you don't, believe, then you can go right over here to testimonials and look at what your peers are saying about this. This Discord is different. It's not your call out, and just fly by the seat of our pants Discord. We're here to trade and train and to help everyone get to a status where they are consistent if they apply the disciplines learned in here, okay? I'm gonna leave it there, folks. This is how to turn a losing trade into a winner. Cut your losses, evaluate, reassess, review, and re-enter the trade at a better position. Keep your wits about you, size up, and ride it to your next price target and go to the bank and still come out of the day green. Okay, guys, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow, Friday, bright and early, where we'll all be together in the SPY only options room, and we'll also be in the SPY voice tomorrow. This is when everyone can trade with me live for the morning session and, if time permits, to the close, all right? Hey, guys, keep crushing it. Remember this. If you show up, you'll go up. If you show up and do the work on your skills, apply the training, you'll crush it every single day. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. KDW signing out.